Convention-bound Archie's been missing for almost 24 hours, and the entire Bunker household suspects the worst on all of the...
And little Jody Travis just ran out of here crying for her mama. And now, guess who just came into the building with blood in his eye?
Who?
None other than Gavin Wiley himself. He's coming up here to defend her honor. I'm telling you, boss, it's working just like we planned.
No, it's not the way we planned it, Gunther. I was going to be there, remember?
Well, that's why I'm calling you, boss. You better get down here because the stage is set and something big is going to happen in the next 10 minutes. And if you want a front row seat...
I'm on my way.
Well, come on in, Wiley. I've been waiting for you.
Maybe you ought to tell me what you're doing in here, Gunther.
Who, me? Oh, I just dropped by to say hello.
Well, yeah? It's not what Jody said.
Oh, that's right. She invited me. That's who I came to see.
You're a liar.
Oh, yeah? Did you ask her? Huh? See, she called the Whitney house. And she asked me to come down to the studio. See, I thought I might take her out for a little dinner, and then we might find a place where we can be alone. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. You're quite a comedian, Gunther. Let's find out if the cops think you're as funny.
What do the cops got to do with this?
The cops are gonna have a lot to do with you when you're booked for attempted rape, among other things. You see, this time, Jody's not gonna back off. This time, she's gonna press those charges. You're going to jail, Gunther.
Oh, yeah? What's this, a citizen's arrest?
No, I think I'll let the cops earn their money.
Hey, that's not working.
Sounds okay to me.
It's broken, you see? Now, let's talk this over like gentlemen.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup, and by mountain-grown Folgers, mountain-grown coffee, the richest kind.
Good morning, Mrs. Olson.
Oh, wonderful. Sue, you're some cook.
Oh, come on, we're celebrating.
Food, coffee. I love good coffee.
I'll make some.
Honey, he said good coffee.
Spoil sport. But he's right. I can't make good coffee.
You can make great coffee.
Come on.
Folgers will prove it.
Prove what? Coffee's coffee.
No, Folgers is different. A special blend. Best I've tasted.
Mountain grown?
Mountain grown means great flavor because it's the richest kind of coffee. Make some.
Smells rich.
Great coffee.
More?
Fill her up, Coach.
Great coffee's easy, and mountain-grown Folgers proves it.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did, all in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
You don't believe me, do you? You think I'm just kidding about how Jody likes me? Well, that just shows how dumb you are. You remember that little car ride Jody and me went on? Well, guess whose idea that was?
I know whose idea it was. You told Jody that Sky asked you to pick her up.
Wrong. She asked me. Only I think she wanted more than a lift. I think she wanted a little thrill, like tonight.
I don't think so. But you're gonna have a thrill, Gunther. You're gonna find out how exciting it is to be the center of attention down at police headquarters, although you've probably been there before if I'm any judge of character.
You still insist on calling the police, huh? Despite the embarrassment it's gonna cause for your little lady friend?
Yeah, I thought I would. Now that you broke my phone, I guess I have to go down to the corner and call.
Now, wait, you don't want to do that. Then they're gonna drag little Jody down there and they're gonna make her tell how she's been calling me all the time, begging me for a date, begging me to take her out. You want to call the police? I'll give you a dime. Only, well, it's a quarter. Is that okay?
Thanks, I got my own dime.
Where are you going, Sonny? I was just beginning to enjoy this.
You know, Gunther, I'm not so sure jail's where you are gonna wind up. The way you're acting right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a padded cell.
Is that right?
Yeah, maybe they can help you. Maybe they can give you shock treatment, put electrodes over that head.
Shock treatments. That's just what I had in mind for you, Wiley. That's why I hung around here.
Keep your distance, Gunther.
Well, what's the matter, Wiley? You afraid of me? You know what? I bet you just shake in those little toe shoes of yours every time you look at me.
I get sick when I look at you.
Well, you better be scared of me, buddy. Because you may be right. I may be just mad as a hatter. Yeah, I'm hearing all kinds of noises like the sweet sound of breaking bones.
I warned you, Gunther. I warned both you and your boss.
Boss? Hey, listen, buddy, I don't have a boss. Nobody tells me what to do anymore. The last time I broke your leg, it was for Skylar Whitney, but this time it's going to be for me, Gunther S. Wagner, and it's going to be a fight.
If anybody's going to get hurt tonight, it's going to be you, Gunther.
You know, the last time I broke your leg, there was nothing to that. Oh, you couldn't dance anymore, but you could still walk. But this time, baby, I'm going to put you in a wheelchair for life.
I warned you what I was going to do, Gunther.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. You said you were armed.
Get back! You take one more step. It'll be your last.
Well, it really is a shame that Mrs. Goodman can't stay on the job. Adam adores her. She's more like his grandma than a hired helper.
Well, we gotta be practical. Well, I mean, one of the reasons that we thought it was such a good idea to have the penthouse is that we could hire somebody to live in.
Yes, it does make more sense than to hire a babysitter every time we go out with our busy schedule.
We need somebody permanent. We really do, just like April and Draper.
Yes, and Mrs. Goodman is just too darn attached to her own home.
Well, I can't blame her for that. I am, too.
You haven't even lived there yet.
Home is where you and Adam are, be it ever so humble. Not that you can call a penthouse humble.
Is everything okay here, folks?
Oh, it's wonderful, Sid. Your kitchen's better than ever.
Well, it's the same old kitchen, just a new chef. I got me one of them kids straight out of culinary school, and what a whiz.
Well, I thought you did the cooking here.
Every now and then, just so long as it's down home country style.
Jody!
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Jody? What's up? Come on back.
Nothing,
What's the matter? You okay?
I didn't
Something
know you
happened?
were going to be here tonight.
Are you all right?
Fine. I'm just waiting for Gavin, that's all.
I thought you were going to meet him at the studio.
Yes, yeah,
What's the matter here? What's happened to your dress?
Nothing.
Jody?
Please don't ask me any questions.
So are you going to tell me what's going on? What is it?
Moss, there's been some trouble, and I think Gavin is in a lot of danger.
All right, come on. Sid, is there someplace private we can talk?
Sure. Right in my little office, right in here.
Get yourself together, Jody, and tell us what happened. Now, did you meet Gavin?
No. I met Gunther.
Oh, Gunther! Oh, no, not again.
How'd you tear your dress, honey?
It was him, wasn't it? All right, this is the limit. That man is going to jail, and you are not going to let him get away with this again, Jody.
Oh, Jody, what about Gavin? Now, where is he?
Gavin went to the studio. He went to see if Gunther's there.
I better go down.
No, wait. Listen, he wants to do this on his own, okay? He said if he found Gunther there, he was just going to call the police. Please don't leave me.
Hey, Mom, is the camera on?
Come on, you're on.
We're the J7 from Warsaw High. used to like Raisin Bran, but now we like Wheat and Raisin Chex. We like Wheat and Raisin Chex better. The raisins are super juicy. I love the squares and the crispiest.
The hearty flavor of wheat.
And the fruity taste of raisins. It's a delicious combination.
All for Wheat and Raisin Chex. Yay!
Families who like Raisin Bran like Wheat and Raisin Chex cereal better.
Did I do okay?
Great.
Did I do okay?
Wonderful.
Say, where's that Colonel's place? Colonel Sanders, back there a couple of miles.
It's fried chicken good as they say.
Even better. He does something real special to it.
It looks good.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can still get chicken cooked the Colonel's special way with 11 herbs and spices. Original recipe. Lots of places cook chicken today, but no one's come close to the Colonel's original recipe.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Well, if you'd asked me, I would have suggested going to the nearest neighborhood tavern and getting you a good, stiff drink.
Coffee's fine, thanks.
Yeah, well, you don't look much calmer than you look when they came to take your client away.
Calvin, you must know how grateful I am for what you did tonight. Thank you.
Well, come on, you can do better than that. I mean, you can say, Calvin Stoner, you are the bravest, most remarkable man in the entire world.
Calvin Stoner, you are the bravest, most remarkable man in the entire world.
Well, now, very good. Let's go on. And if I ever did anything to offend you in the past, if I was ever very, very nasty to you, I want you to know how mistaken I was. Come on, come on.
I'm too tired to say all that, Calvin.
It's okay. It's just the thought that counts. Anyway, I didn't do anything. I just jumped in and put the handcuffs on him. You were the one who was quick thinking in this whole case, the way you disarmed him, and that was some really clever work you did getting that message to me over the phone.
You know, I really don't even know how I thought of that. When I heard your voice on the phone, I just wanted to yell help. But I don't think that Marcus would have appreciated that.
No, you'd probably be wearing a second smile right under your chin right now.
Don't even say that, Calvin. You know, I don't think that Marcus would really have used that knife anyway. He's really just a boy, Calvin.
Well, I think it's lucky for you that that boy didn't figure out the second Beatle movie was titled Help.
You know, I always was a very big Beatles fan. Now I'm an even bigger Beatles fan.
Well, I didn't get it. I mean, I didn't figure out if it wasn't for Sid over at Sid's Tavern. When I heard the word help, I finally realized it was time to come running.
I'm glad you did.
Dee Dee, I think I owe you an apology.
For what? Saving my life? There is no apology necessary.
Come on, you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Tell me.
I'm talking about that kiss I sprang on you back there.
Kiss is just a kiss?
Yes, and a size is just a sigh. No, I didn't want you to think that I thought that I had any special privileges just for doing my job.
Oh, you were doing your job, just doing your duty, being a good cop.
Now, come on, you know, that's not what I meant either.
Forget about it, Calvin. I was doing my share of the kissing, too. It was only natural. It's something that happens between two people when a person is grateful.
Oh, I see. It was gratitude, huh? Just that and nothing more.
Speaking of which, I am also very grateful that you never said it once.
Said what?
I told you so. I was waiting for you to say, Miss Bannister, have you now finally learned your lesson? Do you now realize what it is to be too compassionate towards your clients?
Well, I didn't think it was necessary. I mean, after what happened today, I'm sure you understand that they're just some punks who aren't worth saving.
Oh, no. There is no one who is not worth saving, Calvin. I know a preacher back home who would definitely argue that.
Diddy, now that's not what I meant either. I just mean all this compassion. There are people who you can't help no matter how hard you try.
I know I really failed as far as Marcus is concerned. I thought if only I were nice to him, by getting bail for him, he would realize that the whole world wasn't against him.
Well, now you know better. I think Marcus is definitely the wrong client.
No, there are no wrong clients. But he has made it difficult for me to help him now.
Help him?
That's what I said.
You mean to tell me that you still insist on representing this guy as his lawyer?
Calvin, I am his lawyer. And I'm going to see him the first thing in the morning.
Health experts don't always agree on what's best, but many of them believe we should keep our serum cholesterol from rising above normal limits. Now, how do we do that? Well, in this university study, 43 families on individual eating plans reduced serum cholesterol an average of 9.6% in 3 weeks. Did they live on boiled rice? Not at all. They cut down on foods that were high in cholesterol and saturated fats. They ate more fish, more chicken, more fruit, more vegetable. And for cooking and salad dressings, they used Puritan oil because it is low in saturated fats and contains no cholesterol. This is the oil. I think you should try it. This is the name. I think you should remember it. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win.
My mom always says...
A penny saved is a penny earned.
I save with this.
Waste not, want not. Dawn handles more grease for the money.
Are you sure?
Am I your mother? Look, I've washed greasy dishes in an average bargain liquid, and Dawn. See, Dawn handles more grease for the money. Keeps grease away from dishes.
With Dawn, dishes look great. My hands don't feel greasy.
They'd look better with a wedding ring.
Next time, call.
Dawn, handle more grease for your money.
I don't believe what I am hearing. Not after what that kid just tried to do to you.
Calvin, I don't know if he'll still even want me on his case.
Baby, you are his case now. They're gonna add another charge. He didn't just try to assault an old woman. He tried to assault a rather attractive young one.
That's only if I prefer charges.
Oh, come on. You mean you're thinking you might not?
Calvin, I don't know. I just don't know what's best for him.
What about what is best for you? What about what is best for the rest of society? Damn it, Dee Dee, that kid is a menace.
Calvin, that kid is a kid. He is not a hardened criminal, and I really don't think that he meant to hurt that woman.
Oh, sure. All he wanted to do was rob her, right?
Yes, of course, and I know that...
What about what just happened to you not half an hour ago in your office? I suppose you don't think he intended to hurt you either, is that it?
He wouldn't have hurt me if I'd had any money. Calvin, look, don't make me defend that little monster.
Well, it's nice to know that you don't see him as some kind of an angel.
No, of course I don't. But I can't let my own personal feelings interfere with his proper defense. Besides, it does have its advantages. If a judge or a jury hears about what happened, and they see that I can still defend him...
I get it. They're gonna look at you and say, well, if she can have all this compassion for this punk, then why can't we?
Exactly. It's a pretty good tactic, don't you think?
Dee Dee Bannister, you are beginning to scare me. The ironic thing is you'll probably end up being a female Clarence Darrow. Well, well. Look who just walked in.
I don't know them.
Oh, you must know her. That's Valerie Bryson. Don't you read the papers?
The plastic surgeon's daughter.
Right.
She's the one who fell in love with the bandage man.
Right.
I think I can take it. Thank you.
What?
The way people stare at you when you walk into a place. You know you're becoming a local celebrity?
Well, they are not. Well, in 2 days, everyone will have forgotten all about it.
Unless Jim Dietrichson shows up. And then there'll be all kinds of magazine interviews. You know, you might even be interviewed by television. I can just see it now. The wedding on television, the most romantic wedding of the year.
Kelly, you promised we weren't going to talk about Jim tonight.
I was only teasing.
Yeah, well, I get enough teasing from Carlo at work, thank you.
Tell me something. Does Carlo seem very interested in Martine DeBelle?
Oh, Kelly, I'm convinced of it. He takes tons more pictures of her than he has to, just so he can be close to her.
How about Martine? How does she feel about that?
Well, I don't know about that. I think she would like to respond to Carlo, but something's holding her back.
Maybe it's her past. You know, she was with Gavin Wiley when she was in New York. You know, but matter of fact, they almost got it together here, but Gavin found out about her marriage.
Her marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's what's holding her back now.
Well, I don't know. Martine's been with a lot of men, Sky Whitney included.
Really? Sky? It is interesting how people's affections change, isn't it?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, something like that happened to me recently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now that it has, I don't want it to ever change again.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to turn around and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, kid? Huh? You gonna pull that trigger?
That's right.
Good. You gonna shoot me in cold blood, or maybe you're gonna just shoot off my kneecaps?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. You'll be the one going around in a wheelchair.
I don't think you'll pull that trigger. I don't think you've got the guts, because you're just a dancer. And dancers, well, we know about them.
Don't you test me, Gunther. It's not gonna be worth it.
Well, I'm gonna put you right to the test, sweetheart.
Don't move! This gun's loaded.
You know what I think? I think you better hand over that little toy pistol of yours, because I can handle it a lot better than you can.
One more step and I'll shoot.
Just one little itty-bitty step?
You heard what I said.
Oh, there! There you go. You got your back up against the wall. There's no place for you to hide now, Wiley. Now put up or shut up. Well, come on, sissy, shoot! You shot me.
Thanks to the dog and that cigar up there, bad smells are trapped down here in the rug. But thanks to Airwick's Carfresh, you can eliminate smells down here, which makes it cleaner and fresher smelling up there. In tests, nearly everyone said that Carpet Fresh worked better than the baking soda deodorizer. No rug and room deodorizer can beat it. America's #1 choice for down here and up there is Carpet Fresh.
Joey, come on. Stay for dinner. We're having spaghetti.
Well, if your wife made the sauce, I'm staying.
Actually, it's spaghetti sauce from a jar.
Yeah, I'm going.
Joey, this is Prego.
Yeah, does Prego of all that good stuff your wife puts in?
It's in there.
Yeah, like little bits of real herbs and onion and garlic, huh?
Look, it's in there.
What about homemade taste?
It's in there.
New Prego spaghetti sauce, all natural ingredients, homemade taste. It's in there.
I'm staying.
Tonight, convention-bound Archie's been missing for over a day, and the whole Bunker household suspects the worst on All of the Family at 7:30. Tonight, see more movie and fewer commercials when Jeffrey Hunter stars in No Man is an Island, the 8 o'clock movie here on Channel 48.
Well, how about that, Mr. Whitney? Did I do a number on that kid, or did I?
Gunther, you were splendid. All right, now come on. Let's get a move on here. You may have called the cops or an ambulance or something.
Yeah, good. You brought the police, huh? It worked like a charm, Mr. Whitney. The only thing is, I couldn't get him to shoot me from a distance, you know? I know you wanted at least 10 feet. But he wouldn't play the game, so I had to grab the gun and pull the trigger myself, the little sissy.
Oh, that's all right, Gunther. I'll just remove these blanks here and replace them with the real thing.
Then I will drive you over to the house, put you in the attic, and I'll get you your money.
Cash, Mr. Whitney. Nothing but cash.
Oh, yes, Gunther, nothing but cash. And then I will tell Gavin that I have just saved his hide, and that I have taken your body and given you a private burial.
Oh, he's going to be so grateful to you, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, yes, he'll do anything I ask him now.
Yeah, he's going to be so scared. Oh, there's one thing, Mr. Whitney. I've never been up in the attic in your house there. Is there going to be enough room for me?
Oh, yes, Gunther. Plenty of room. You'll be very comfortable.
You know, I got to hand it to you, Mr. Whitney. You sort of blew it with that situation with Romeo Slade, but you sure did a good job this time.
Yes, Gunther, I really used my head. You see, now I've got Gavin Wiley under control. And you get to go to heaven.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Whitney. Oh, man, I'm going to find myself a tropical paradise.
Well, that's not exactly the kind of heaven I had in mind, Gunther.
Huh?
Jenny's hair is such a lovely color. She gets it from you.
Of course. Actually, I get mine from Miss Clairol. I get the soft, lovely color and touch I had when I was younger. Very much like Jenny's, with no trace of gray. And only Miss Clairol has color hold conditioner.
You know, younger-looking hair makes quite a difference.
And how I look and feel about myself.
Miss Clairol, because it's nice to look younger than you are.
When the pain starts here, the pain stops here. When the pain starts here, the pain stops here. With the Buffered Extra Strength Relief, you'll find in new Extra Strength Bufferin. 1,000 milligrams of strong aspirin, the strongest dosage you can buy, combined with special protection against aspirin stomach upset. Anacin and Bayer don't give protection. Regular Tylenol's not as strong and can't give aspirin doctors prefer. But Extra Strength Bufferin does. The pain stops here with new Extra Strength Bufferin in tablet.